Harder practices every day. The Ron Carter's issue is not how good a player he is. It's what his responsibility and accountability is going to be to do all the things he needs to do to be the player that he could be. And that's what we work with on a day-to-day basis. Going to class, doing the right stuff, making the right choices and decisions. He's an intelligent guy. He's got a lot of ability, and we're working with him every day. But he's still taking a pass-fail class when it comes to that. All right? And I'm the teacher, and I'm not giving him the grade yet. So you all don't need to be counting on him for anything until we say he passed. The Quandro brothers are, one got an ACL, Cyrus, so he'll be 4 or 5 months. He'll be ready to come back. Successful surgery. Ari had a kneecap type issue that required surgery, patella tendon type thing. So he should be able to come back to that injury without problem as well. But we do have a lot of guys hurt for this game that might not be able to play in this game, which is going to make us very thin. And we do have some other players that I'm not going to allow to play in this game for various reasons.
Coach Saban, I just have an observation that I wanted to pass on. I read an article that a fan had made a statement about another fan that they saw after the LSU game where they put their head in their hands and showed, how upset they were that we lost the game. And the observation was made that we shouldn't do that we should always show how proud we are of the University of Alabama and of football players and coaches, and I totally agree. And wanted to say that, our family is extremely grateful for everything that you do and all the coaches, but most importantly, just to pass on to those players that they are very much appreciated, and we do understand how upset it is for them and how proud everybody here and in that stadium and across the state of Alabama should be of that football team because they play very hard football. Thank you.
And I appreciate you. I personally feel like you should have class when you win in terms of how you respond, how you react to what you do, and you should have class when you lose. That doesn't mean you don't feel bad. I guarantee you there's nobody in this room, and maybe 2 people combined, that feel any worse than I do or any of the players who put their heart and soul in when we lose a game. But how do you act? How do you manage that? How do you respond, with how you feel sometimes? And, there's more and more sort of this reactive behavior. This guys getting suspended for games and doing the wrong things that seem like people nowadays don't seem like there's a consequence for it, which that's not what we try to promote in the program. That's certainly not, what we do in any game that we play, any team that we beat. And I think the spirit should be to support your team and not to do anything to hurt anybody else's team. Not to say anything bad about it, or anything else. And we have issues with the other team we got to play next week, where all you need to do is support our team. It ain't about them. Let them make what they do about us. But for us, it ain't about them. It's about us. So why don't we focus on us and what we do? And nobody needs to paint my boathouse or do any of that stuff. But they do it. But that's not how it should be. And that's not what we should do.
What inspired you to come and coach at Alabama?
What inspired me to come and coach at Alabama? Well, I think the great tradition, that we have at Alabama, the opportunity to be successful here. I learned a lot about myself when I left college football and went to pro ball. That college was really best for me and what I enjoyed, and for us as a family, and it certainly has been. And there's nothing about University of Alabama and the experience that we've had here in 5 years that has disappointed us in any way in terms of our administration support, our athletic department support, the job that with Norm have done, the kind of people we've been able to attract to the school year. So I guess that's what inspired me, and that was my inspiration. But seeing you here today is kind of my inspiration for the day, so I appreciate that. Thank you.
Job that they play in this program here and supporting you and being a part of it?
Oh, I think this is not a family-friendly job in terms of time and commitment. What you have to do to support the players in the program, because part of being a coach is you really care about the players. So there's a part of being a parent to them that can really take away from being a parent to your own. And I think they all have to sort of understand that and be supportive of that. Miss Terry probably works just as hard as I do relative to what she does, not only for the program, not only in recruiting, not only in the public relations part of having people sit through the game and get field passes for people, and really works hard in recruiting in terms of opening our home and spending time and developing relationships with people, families, as well as our own players. We have our own players come to the house, quite a bit. The work she does with Nick's kids is endless in terms of time and energy, and the significance of hopefully the people that it benefits, to some degree. So, we would not be successful if we didn't have a family that is very, very supportive, because everybody has to make sacrifices. And you have to be willing to do that, or it's not going to last. And, we've done it for a long time, and Terry's always been right there and been supportive and helpful, but never made it without somebody behind you that was helping you. Because it's difficult. And, I got nobody to complain to. Who do you think I can complain to? Who do I call to complain about what's happening? You all feel bad. You can go down the street corner and complain to the guy that we lost. We should have done this. We should have done that. But who do I call?
Coach, I just wanted to wish you a happy Thanksgiving and to your family, and just let y'all know that we're very thankful for y'all.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
This is a question by my granddaughter. She's been practicing all these 2 days, and young advice. She wants to know why you picked little Debbie rather than the Nutty Buddy.
I don't even know what the Nutty Buddies are. Is that what they are? You know what? I've been eating these cookies for. I must have got this from my mom. She has a sweet tooth too. But carrot cake, coconut cream pie, little Debbie cookies. That's kind of my really 3 favorites. And Cedric's sister, Miss Carla, makes me a carrot cake every home game. And probably the best in town. But I don't know how I got started on them, but man, they're just nothing better to me than 2 little Debbie cookies and a cup of coffee the first thing I get up in the morning. I tell you. Everybody tells me it's not good for you. Terry's on me
God.
Coach, I'm not here. I'd like to just thank this opportunity for you bringing us good players on the field, but also in the classroom. Since you're being here, and I've had the opportunity to follow some of them from their freshman year all the way through their senior year, and I've noticed they have gotten better and better. They're attending classes, they're staying there, and they're doing a very good job in the classroom. And I know it's because of you, because they told me that I always thought they were reporting to Lance and the rest of them. They said, no, please don't tell the coach about us. But I just wanted to say thank you. I have spent my last 25 of the 40 years of my teaching experience here, and I think the retirement clock is coming around soon. And before I left, I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for the great players that you have brought on the academic board to this university. Thank you.
We do have some pretty compelling statistics in terms of graduation rate, number of guys that make SEC honor roll relative to other institutions. I think we're tied with Georgia for the highest football APR which is the NCAA's way of kind of calculating progress to a degree that you guys in the program are making. But we check everything our guys do. We recruit them that way. You know, we tell them when you come here to develop personally, academically, develop a career off the field, as a football, or not as a football player, as a student athlete, and you're going to develop a career by graduating from school. We want to help them try to develop a career as a football player as well. And we have a good system, we have good people, but we actually check everything else, everything our players do. We have a point system. So for everything academically that a player misses, whether it's class, study table, tutoring appointment, whatever it is, and it's all done on an individual basis, they get a point. If they do everything right for a week, they get a positive point. And when they accumulate 3 points, they have consequences, 6 points, they have consequences that are defined, and 9 points, we do not let them play or practice. So they kind of, and it's all there to develop this kind of structure that they're going to develop the right kind of habits in terms of going to school, going to class, doing the things they need to do to be successful. Because even though all these guys want to play in the NFL, I mean, even if they do, the average life expectancy of an NFL player is 3.5 years. That's the NFL stat. So that means at 26 years old, their career's over. So if they don't graduate, what are they going to do? The only way they can impact all the rest of those years till they get 80 or whatever is to have graduated from school. And it's the only way we pay them back, actually, for representing us, is to make sure they graduate, use the resources we have to help them launch their career when they leave so they get the best opportunities in life. Otherwise, our players have a horrible